My name is Khan Hassan, and today I'm going to present our paper titled Low Cost Autonomous Vehicle for Inventory Movement in Warehouses. Warehouses are very important to transfer things from one place to another. They act as a buffer where we can store uh, store our products, and then we can let them go to other places. So when we have automation in our warehouses like machines and robots, then the warehouse becomes more productive, robust, and cost effective. So we can save a lot of money, and then we can make it more efficient. A large number of autonomous robots are used in large warehouses, which can be expensive. So, for example, Amazon uses a lot of robots, but these can be very expensive. And so our idea is to build cost-effective autonomous robots for small and medium-scale warehouses, which should be reasonably accurate. For large-scale warehouses, they have enough money to buy expensive robots, but small and medium-scale warehouses can also benefit from automation. Our goal is to build some robots for them, which should be versatile and effective and reasonably accurate and while being cost effective as well. So there have been a lot of other work that has been done in this area. Particularly, there are two kinds of approaches. One is to augment the whole warehouse. So basically, we build the warehouse for the robot. So Amazon does it this way. Basically, their warehouses are built for certain types of robots. So these robots can be cheap, but for a small warehouse or an old warehouse, it is very difficult to use these types of warehouses because they don't have enough money and they already have built their warehouses already. Sometimes, like in old warehouses, so eventually this approach, even though it's very cost effective, it is not practical for many of the small and medium scale warehouses. And other approaches are used where basically you put more cameras on the robot, and maybe what you do is you put lasers and lidars on the robots. So it is very accurate approach, but it is also very costly. So the robot is versatile and it can work in many different circumstances, but it is not still viable for small and medium scale warehouse because it is very costly. So now I'm going to tell you like how we have built our uh, robot. So we have two computers. So which one is Arduino? That is the embedded system. This is the main like backup system as well. And then we have the Raspberry Pi. It is used to communicate with the more powerful computers and to relay commands to the Arduino. And here we have the motor drivers, and we have servo and HCSR04 ultrasonic sensor on both sides of the robot. This is the front, this is the back, and so it is for the backup of our system. And we have a battery, which is the power bank in our robot. And here we have four motors which can be independently controlled. We also have some IMUs, and we have some encoder sensors, so we can get the distance traveled by the robot if we wish to. So here is a network diagram. So we have a overhead camera. It is recording all the things that a robot is doing, and then it is sending the stream to our warehouse. The big computer server like computers and we have used our laptops, but a more powerful computer can also be used. So what this does, it has some algorithm stored in it, and by seeing the images that are coming from the camera, it decides what the decision should be, whether the robot should move uh, forward, backward, right, or left, and then sends this command via TCP to our Raspberry Pi, and which sends this command to the Arduino, and Arduino then asks the motor drivers to move the robot in the way it sees fit. So we have this IMU also, which is sending uh, the command to the Raspberry Pi. So what is our approach? So when we have a stream coming from the camera. We see the robot and we see like where we want to go. So we double click on that, and the source and the destination where the robot is and where the robot has to be. And it is very like GUI based approach. So it is very easy for people to be trained in this. And then when we have the source and destination, we divide the path we divide the stream into like grids, and then we apply the star path searching algorithm, so we get the path that the robot has to travel. And we have also placed a current marker on our robot, which is used to estimate the robot's location and the heading. I will show you next. So here we have the stream, and we have divided into grids, and these grids are like nodes in a graph, right? And so we have given it the destination, the source, and we have given it the destination by double clicking on this. And then we have the color markers here. So what it does is basically with the color markers, you can know the position of the robot by using image processing algorithms, and you can also know the heading, and you know the source and you know destination. So here we are here and want to go to the next point, and we do this by like we have the heading that we have to be in this direction, so we know that we have to move right. So now we have the evaluation parameters. So the way we evaluate a model, whether it is better than other models or whether it is useful for our purposes or not. So we have one thing is cost and accuracy. So is it accuracy good enough for considering the cost that we have used to build it. So there is a trade-off. Like if we have a very costly robot, then there is a very good chance that it will be more accurate. However, when we try to make the robot cheaper, the accuracy will drop. So we have tried to see like whether we are able to give enough accuracy or not. And scalability is basically that you can make a very accurate robot, but you can only make one of those, or maybe two, three. But when you are dealing with larger houses, you need a very scalable model that does not grow exponentially with the size of the warehouse and number of robots used. So we have used an overhead camera. So what that does is basically it it reduces the number of cameras, and so it reduces the price. So and we don't have to use very high power computers on our robots also because of that. So it reduces it increases our scalability and reduces our price. So we have also used backup systems. So these are for providing redundancy. So for example, if we are dealing with some situations where we don't want the robot to uh, uh, drop anything, maybe it's something poisonous or something like that. So we wanted to have a backup even if the main system fails. So we have provided that or not. We have seen that in our evaluation parameters also, and we have seen the accuracy of our model, like whether it is able to follow the path that we wanted to follow and how close it is to the destination that we wanted to get. So how have we evaluated our model? So we evaluate the result on the success rate of the robot, like how many times is it reaching close to the destination, and how closely it is following the path that we have asked it to follow. So we have considered that if the robot is reaching around 20 centimeter close to the destination, or 100 pixel in the picture that I showed you, then the robot is on the destination. So that is how we have evaluated whether the robot has reached the destination or not. So how do we do this? So we draw a path from the robot to the destination as I showed in the blue, and then we draw the path that the robot took. So I will show you how we did that. The path in yellow, and that is the path that the robot was supposed to move on, and the path in blue on which the robot really moved. So here you can see like it's almost close to where it had to be around 500, and it almost close here also. So I mean, these are very good results, and we have considered them that the robot has come close to the destination, and this is considered a success. So our results, so out of 10 times, we did this experiment 10 times, and the robot was able to reach destination 6 times. So it was close to destination. So the accuracy of our model should be about 60%. So we have considering the parameters, we have built it with very cheap hardware, which is very easily available. It can be reused. For example, we have used the camera, Logitech camera, which can be easily reused, and power bank, and these kind of things are very. You can just get them out of that and then use it for your own purposes. So it's very cheap and very easily available things are also there. So we have for scalability, we have used a overhead camera. So we have built a very fairly cheap robot, and it is very is like accurate enough for most of like applications, considering its price that we have built it in. And so it is versatile also, because we can make it do more things than just like doing one thing, as many like cheap robots do. So it is also versatile, and it has a backup system as well, and it is scalable robot. And we do uh, improve upon this, or improve the accuracy, and try out some other models that are available, like machine learning models and object detection, and these kind of things, which can make our model better and more accurate. So here are the references. Thank you.